Alright guys, this video is going to be on HUSA, which this stock I did not play today, mainly because I've been doing other trading adventures, but this stock went up 370% to the highs today, which is very crazy for a stock to go up 370%. So we're just going to look at how you could have played some of the stuff, and I haven't looked at anything yet, so we'll just go right off the bat here. All right. Looks like on open, stock drops low. You got a bullish candle wick here. It's a good sign. And then you see it start to curl up. You could have taken an entry there on this curl, like probably enter right on this candle, like around 340, and sold around 380, 390. That's 10-15% gains, because this bullish candle wick kind of confirms that the buyers are strong. And let's look at the MACD. MACD is kind of flat, and then right here on this candle we see it's curling back up, so that'd be a good entry right there, and it's crossing above the 9 EMA. Next, it did break above this 200 EMA, but not for long. It got rejected right at that VWAP, and you would have wanted to probably wait right here for this to clear VWAP, because these both right next to each other makes it even harder for it to break through. Right here you got kind of a little bit of a pattern. You see that? So there's a pattern right there. Proper entry would be on this candle right here, probably once it broke right above this 200 EMA and this VWAP line and closed above the VWAP line. So right around 370 would have been a good entry. And then if you bought at 370, you might have been down 2% at one point, and it ended up going. You could have taken 20% profits on like 4 minutes later, this candle. But with the momentum that this had and how much volume's coming in, you probably would have wanted to hold for a little while. So we can see the volume on this candle had 1.6 million, and it's a very bullish candle. Like, it didn't pop up and have a big sell-off. Like, it's still up there. You could have sold here though for 20%. This is a 1 minute pullback. You could have again bought right here once this candle broke the high of this, so right around there, around 440, and you could have just scalped it up and down. You could have sold next candle basically 480. Another good gain. This is a little bull flag right here. Bull flag starts to curl back up. Proper entry probably right around 490 right here on this candle, because it's curling. You see this is the confirmation candle, and then here you're really positive it's confirming, and volume's still strong. So at 490 all the way up to 550. That's crazy gains. Let's keep it moving. You also, before we keep going, you could have held from this 370 up to 550, which would have been, 50% gains. You could have held through that. There's no reason, MACD looks like this whole time was basically pointing straight up this whole entire time. And but just as fast as these go up, they can also drop quick. And this indicator, the bully bear, you see there is just so much buying volume. The green indicates buying and red is selling. There's way more buying than selling on this whole move up. So you could have held because of that as well. Let's keep going though. Here, it's kind of just going up and down. It would have been kind of hard to play this. There's still, these are still huge gains. These are 10% gains. They just look small. But you probably would have wanted to stay away from this for the most part, unless you're really experienced, because you can get stopped out super fast. But let's look to the next huge, holy cow, man. This next huge area over here. We do see this right here. First thing I notice, kind of a flat top breakout right here. A lot of resistance right there, and I see this trend line. So this is a bullish formation right here. So once proper entry right here, once it broke above right here. And honestly, if you saw this candle go from 540 to 610 without halting, I would have jumped in personally. Like, that's crazy. And the volume, 1.6 mil volume, look at how much higher. When this is like 10 times higher than the previous candle of volume, that's a good sign to buy. You could have bought in even right there, because I would have been predicting a halt. And you probably would have just let this ride. MACD's pointing straight up. The volume, crazy volume. And you also see, which I've talked about before, these volume candles are, there was a huge one here, started to get lower, and then it staircased. Well, that staircasing means you probably want to hold. That's a good sign. So just remember, staircase means you should hold. Let's say you get in right off this proper, pretty safe play right here, right around 560. And then I personally would have sold after this candle closed. So 46% gains. And I would have sold after this candle closed, because this is a huge buying wick. Or I mean a selling wick, sorry. This is a huge selling wick. Indicates kind of a reversal. And it did drop, 17% off the highs just right in 2 minutes after that. Next thing I see, kind of this next, this is just simple technical analysis. This breakout right here. Proper entry, buy right here on the breakout. Or you could have looked to add right here if you wanted to get an early entry. And that would have led up at least 10% gains, possibly 15% gains. Here, hopefully, 15% to 25% gains, depending on your risk. Oh my gosh, this stock's crazy. How long are we? 7.5 minutes? Hopefully you guys are still watching. Let's see, what else? You could have played this as kind of a little breakout right here. That's not super confident in that, but 7%, that's a little simple trend line break. I'm not looking at a lot of bounce plays on the stock, because mainly the stocks, it's just too strong. It's too strong. If we were looking at potential bounce plays though, after this huge run up, you do see this candle bounce off the 9 EMA. You could have entered on this next candle around $8. Sold at $8.40. Quick scalp. Quick 6% scalp off the 9 EMA. Let's keep going over here though. This is weird. Big, it's like a W, right? Kind of resistance like that. And some support right there. Yeah, let's see. Could have entered right around after on this breakout right here. Would have been risky. As you see, it shot up to 1150, then back down to 10. So you would have stopped out if you bought in right away. Might have wanted to wait for confirmation. But look at this MACD right here, just ascending up. This would have been a pretty good sign that you should get in. Looking at this MACD and this volume, look at this. Huge staircase. So could have gotten an early entry off this support line right around any of these candles, around like 960, 970. And then a pretty safe-ish entry after you see this MACD starting to curl up a lot. Could have entered on this 1 minute pullback break above. This candle's breaking above the high that's red. Or this candle, this second candle. Once we see that it is breaking out, we want to make sure it's staying above, since it is a riskier looking play. And then bought right around 11. Once we saw that it closed above, and yeah, it went up a lot, another 27%. Anyway, some simple-ish plays. Honestly, this stock, you could have made 100% gains very easily just by this trend line formation, this bullish triangle. That's a simple play that went from 370 to 560, right? You could have waited. This is another play right here. Very simple bullish triangle, right? Buy on the breakout, 560. Could have held up to 880. Again, another bullish triangle. Buy at 850, sell at 980. And then, I mean, right there, you're up a ton. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. DM me if you have any questions. Hopefully you got something out of that.